Friends, in the jungle, the lion may wear the crown, but the true master of survival is the wolf. The wolf is more than just an animal. It's a teacher. It shows us how to live, how to fight, and how to win in the jungle of life. Today, I'm going to share with you the timeless principles of the wolf. These are not just lessons about nature. They're lessons about life, power, and respect. Throughout history, cultures have admired the wolf. Ancient tribes raised their children to be like wolves, not lions. The Turkish people even built their identity around the wolf because the wolf is wise, powerful, and unstoppable. If you adopt these laws, you'll learn to rule your own life. You'll earn respect, and you'll become the kind of person no one can ignore. So, let's dive into the laws of the wolf. 1. Don't fight every battle. The wolf does not waste energy on pointless fights. It doesn't snarl at every bird. It doesn't chase every sound. It saves its strength for what truly matters. In life, you don't need to argue with everyone. You don't need to correct every person or win every debate. Some people, you simply greet and move on. Others, you ignore completely. Think about it. If you fight every battle, you'll drain yourself dry. Your energy, your focus, your spirit. Small victories that mean nothing. The wolf teaches us this: choose your battles wisely. A true leader does not fight for ego. A true leader fights for purpose. 2. Walk alone. The wolf makes its own path. It doesn't blindly follow trails laid by others. In your life, that means one thing: take control. Don't be a puppet. Don't dance to someone else's tune. People will always have opinions. Today, they'll tell you to go left. Tomorrow, they'll push you right. If you keep trying to please everyone, you'll end up nowhere. Instead, ask yourself, what is right for me? What future do I see? And then, walk that path, even if you must walk it alone. Because remember this, the crowd never made anyone great, but the lone wolf built empires. So you have to walk alone, because your path is your choice. 3. Move in silence. The wolf doesn't announce its hunt. It doesn't roar before it strikes. It moves quietly, and then it wins. In the same way, never broadcast your plans. Never tell the world every step you're about to take. Why? Because psychology proves this. When you speak too much about your goals before achieving them, your brain tricks itself into feeling like you've already succeeded. The result? You lose motivation. Smart people know this. They keep their plans private. They don't show off the blueprint. They show off the skyscraper. So remember, don't tell them what you're going to do. Show them what you've done. Because the world always tributes you from your results, not from your telling of goals and efforts. So always move in silence, because silence is the first key to achieve your goal. 4. Control your reactions. Watch a wolf. Calm, silent, never frantic. That's not weakness, that's power. See, anyone can shout. Anyone can explode when things don't go their way. But that's not strength. That's loss of control. The real king is the one who can stand tall, keep his composure, and smile, even when the world is trying to break him. Think about it. The moment you react to every insult, every cheap comment, every little trigger, you're handing your power over to someone else. You're saying, "Here, you control me. You decide how I feel." And that's exactly how manipulators win. They don't need to defeat you. They just need to make you angry enough to defeat yourself. But a wolf doesn't bark back at every noise in the forest. It doesn't waste time on distractions. It saves its energy for the real fight, the one that matters. In your life, you must do the same. Don't let people pull you into emotional traps. Don't give your enemies the satisfaction of seeing you shaken. A king never lets the world know when he's hurt, and he never lets the enemy see his fear. Stay calm. Stay unshaken. Control the storm inside you, because the man who can control his emotions controls the battlefield. Remember this: anger makes you weak. Patience makes you untouchable, and when you master your reactions, you master the game of life. 5. Keep your power hidden. The wolf doesn't brag about its strength. It doesn't roar before the hunt. It doesn't flash its teeth to impress the forest. It waits, patient, silent, and when the moment is right, it strikes with a force no one saw coming. But people make the mistake of showing their power too early. They brag about what they could do. They talk big, but when the real test comes, they fall short. Why? Because they spent all their energy trying to look powerful instead of being powerful. Listen, never reveal all your cards. Let people underestimate you. Let them laugh. Let them doubt. Let them whisper that you're weak. Because when the storm hits, when the battlefield comes alive, that's when you unleash the strength you've been hiding. And in that moment, the same people who doubted you will stand frozen in shock. A true king doesn't waste time proving himself in conversation. He proves himself in action. His results shout louder than any words ever could. So hold your fire until the time is right. Keep your power private, because mystery is a weapon. Silence is a weapon. And when you finally strike, world won't forget it. 6. Stay focused. The wolf is a master of focus. Once it locks onto its prey, nothing, not the wind, not the noise, not the chaos of the forest, can break its concentration. And that's exactly how you must live. Focus is your greatest weapon. Without it, you waste years chasing distractions that don't matter. With it, you can achieve in months what others can't achieve in a lifetime. Think about it. Every successful person you admire, every leader, every champion, every creator of greatness, they weren't the smartest, they weren't the strongest, but they were the most focused. They picked a goal, they locked in, and they refused to quit until they had it. So protect your focus like your life depends on it, because it does. Eliminate distractions, social media, gossip, endless noise. All of it is designed to steal your attention and keep you weak. If you don't control your focus, the world will control it for you. Ask yourself every day, what is my target? What is my prey? And then chase it until it's yours. No excuses, no hesitation, no surrender. Because focus creates mastery. Focus creates success. Focus builds empires. Stay focused long enough, and there is nothing in this world you cannot achieve. 7. Never show weakness. Even when a wolf is wounded, it hides its pain. It doesn't limp in front of predators. It doesn't cry out in the night. Why? Because weakness is an invitation. In the wild, if you show weakness, you become prey. You become the easiest target, and predators never miss that chance. Life works the same way. The moment people see your weakness, many won't help you. They'll use it against you. They'll press harder, attack deeper, and exploit every crack in your armor. Not everyone wants to see you rise. Some live to watch you fall. That's why you must learn the wolf's law. Hide your pain, guard your struggles, and never let the world see you broken. Work in silence. Heal in silence. Fight your battles where no one can watch. Because when you come back stronger, and you will, the shock on their faces will be your victory. The people who doubted you will be speechless. The ones who tried to destroy you will realize they failed. Remember, strength isn't about never being hurt. Strength is about being hurt, being broken, but never letting the world see it. A true king bleeds in silence and then returns to the throne with scars that tell stories of battles survived. So whatever you're facing, don't cry out. Don't break down in front of the crowd. Keep your fire inside. And when you rise again, rise so powerfully that the world never forgets who you are. 8. See in the dark. The wolf can hunt even in complete darkness. It doesn't rely only on the light of the moon. It trusts its instincts, its senses. In life, darkness represents your hardest moments: failure, heartbreak, struggle, confusion, and pain. And every single one of us faces it, some more than others, but no one escapes it. Here's the truth. The darkness itself is not your enemy. The real enemy is fear. Fear is what convinces you to stop. Fear is what whispers, "You can't do this. You'll never make it." Fear freezes you in place while the opportunity to rise passes you by. The wolf teaches us a greater truth. Trust yourself. Trust your instincts. Trust your wisdom. Even when everything around you looks impossible, the path is there. You may not see it yet, but if you keep moving, step by step, that path will reveal itself. And remember this, some of the greatest victories in history were born in the darkest nights. Heroes are not made in comfort. They are forged in struggle. Diamonds are created under pressure. And wolves, they sharpen their claws in the shadows. So the next time life feels dark, don't stop, don't freeze, don't give in to fear. Keep moving forward, keep fighting, keep trusting, because the darkness is temporary. And if you endure it like the wolf, you'll come out stronger, sharper, and unstoppable. 9. Choose the right pack. The wolf doesn't run with just anyone. It doesn't wander with sheep. It doesn't blend with cattle. It runs with its own kind, other wolves. Why? Because a wolf knows. Your pack decides your power. And the same is true for us. In life, your circle is everything. The people you keep close will either build you or break you. They'll either push you to greatness or drag you into mediocrity. Think about it. If you're surrounded by lazy people, how long before you become lazy too? If you're surrounded by complainers, how long before you start complaining as well? But if your circle is filled with fighters, dreamers, and winners, then their energy will pull you higher. History itself proves this. Every great leader, every champion, every empire, they didn't rise alone. They had a powerful pack behind them. Why? Because leadership and circle decide victory. That's why you must choose your pack carefully. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who demand your best. People who won't let you quit when it gets hard. People who believe in your vision even when the world doesn't. And if you don't find such a pack, walk alone. Because walking alone is always better than walking with sheep. Build a stronger pack. Because in the end, your pack is your future. Run with the wolves or run alone, but never run with sheep. 10. Demand your value. This is one of the most important wolf laws. Respect yourself first. Because here's the truth. The world is a mirror. It reflects back to you exactly what you show it. If you see yourself as weak, the world will treat you as weak. If you carry yourself as average, people will treat you as average. But if you stand tall with pride, confidence, and unshakable belief in your worth, even your enemies will respect you. Look at the wolf. It never bows its head. Not even in front of the lion. It doesn't think, "I'm smaller, so I must be lesser." No. The wolf walks with dignity because it knows its value. And that mindset alone makes it unstoppable. Too many people in life beg for respect. They wait for others to validate them. They say, "If people support me, then I'll feel worthy." That's backwards. Respect doesn't come from outside. Respect starts inside. Think about it. A king doesn't wait for his people to tell him he's a king. He already knows it. That's why they bow to him. So here's the challenge. Stop begging for approval. Stop waiting for permission. Start carrying yourself like you're worth something. Talk with confidence. Walk with power. Set standards for how people treat you, and never lower them. Because the hard truth is this. People will only give you the respect you demand, not with words, but with the way you live, the way you carry yourself, the way you refuse to be treated as anything less than valuable. Because until you value yourself, no one else will. But the moment you do, the world will have no choice but to recognize it. 11. Keep learning and growing. Growth is not a luxury. Growth is survival. The day you stop learning, you don't just stop moving forward. You start dying inside. Think about it. Every great leader, every successful person you admire, they all had one thing in common. They never stopped growing. They invested in their mind. They built new skills. They challenged themselves constantly. But most people, they get comfortable. They learn one thing, get a job, and then stop. And then they wonder why life feels stuck, why doors don't open, why success slips away. It's because they stopped evolving. And in this world, if you don't evolve, you get left behind. So feed your mind like you feed your body. Read, practice, create, push yourself. If you don't know a skill, learn it. If you're weak at something, improve it. If life throws you into the unknown, adapt. Because the man who keeps learning can never be broken. He'll always find a way. He'll always survive. And not just survive, he'll dominate. So don't fear growth. Don't avoid challenges. Embrace them. Because the stronger your mind, the sharper your skills, the greater your value in this world. Friends, the wolf is the masked true king of survival, because survival is harder than ruling. And the wolf doesn't just survive, it thrives, it dominates, it earns respect without needing a crown. If you live by these principles, if you fight only the right battles, if you walk your own path, if you move in silence, stay focused, hide your strength, and never show weakness, you won't just survive this world. You'll rise above it. You'll dominate it. Remember this, the world does not bow to words. The world bows to power. The world respects discipline. The world follows wisdom. And the wolf embodies all three. And if you're serious about transforming your mindset, your discipline, your entire life, then stay with me. Because on this channel, I will give you more golden principles, more life-changing laws, more wisdom that will turn you into the strongest version of yourself. Subscribe right now. Because this channel is not entertainment. This channel is your weapon for success.